Okay, let's get right into it. Zillow says your client's home is worth $625,000. They've memorized that number before you even walk through the door. Your professional analysis, your CMA, says $580,000. Now, right at that moment, you have two choices. You can attack their number and immediately sound offensive, or you can contextualize it and sound like the expert you are. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to master that Zestimate conversation and walk away with the listing.
You know this moment, right? We've all been there. That number gets dropped in the first 5 minutes, and you can just feel the air in the room change. All of a sudden, you're not there to present your expertise. You're on the back foot, defending your valuation against a number they've already decided is fact. So, how do we get ahead of this?
You see, the real issue here isn't the Zestimate itself. Not really. It's about psychology. It's about who speaks first and the incredible power of that first number they see. Let's start with a really crucial piece of data. A whopping 78% of sellers check their Zestimate before they ever even think about picking up the phone to call an agent. This isn't just some occasional thing we have to deal with. No, this is the new normal. It's the standard operating procedure for any modern seller. They feel like they've already done their homework, and that number is front and center in their mind. And because that algorithm got to them first, it has set a powerful anchor for the entire conversation about value. And believe me, that anchor is heavy. It's a well-known psychological principle called anchoring bias. That first number, Zillow's $625,000, it becomes the benchmark. It's the point that everything else is measured against. So when you walk in, the seasoned professional with a data-backed, well-researched CMA of $580,000, it doesn't land as expertise. To the seller, it feels like you just walked in and lost them $45,000. Your value has been framed as a loss before you've even had a chance to open your mouth. So what's the gut reaction for a lot of agents? It's to push back, right? To just dismiss the Zestimate out of hand. But honestly, this is where so many agents lose the listing before they even get to talk about their marketing plan. We have to put ourselves in the seller's shoes for a minute. Why do they put so much faith in this number? Well, think about it. It's a very specific number, not a range. It's instant. And maybe most importantly, it comes from a big third-party tech company that feels totally unbiased. To them, it's a hard data point. So when you attack it, you're not attacking a silly number. You're telling them their research is stupid. And this slide right here just nails the disconnect. When you say something like, oh, it's just an algorithm, what they hear is, wow, you sound offensive. When you say Zillow is inaccurate, they're hearing, so you think I'm naive for looking at it? And when you say my data is better, they're thinking, you seem a little threatened by technology. Every single one of these common responses puts you on the wrong side of the table. It just kills your credibility.
So this is the whole point. We have to pivot. The winning strategy is not to fight the data point. It's to absorb it. You bring it into your presentation, and you use it to show why your expertise is so much more valuable.
This is the core idea, the whole enchilada. You do not attack it. You do not ignore it. You contextualize it. You turn what could be a huge point of conflict into a coaching moment that actually highlights your value as the true local market expert. And the framework for this is incredibly simple. It's just 3 steps. 1, acknowledge the number. Just say, yep, I saw that too. 2, you validate their research. You say, the Zestimate is a really useful starting point for our conversation. And then step 3, you pivot. Now, let's do something interesting. Let's look at how that algorithm has actually performed on real home sales right here in your neighborhood. This is where the magic happens. You're going to stop talking about your value, and you're going to start actively demonstrating it. You're going to let the data tell the story for you. And this is exactly how you do it. You show them a simple chart, just like this one, and you walk them through it. Let's just look at the last 3 homes that sold nearby. On Maple Street, the Zestimate was almost $50,000 too high. But look here, on Oak Avenue, it was actually $15,000 too low. Then on Pine Lane, it was off by $30,000 again. See what you're doing? You're not saying Zillow is bad. You're just showing them with undeniable local facts that it's all over the place. And you can even back this up using Zillow's own published data. Their national median error rate for homes on the market is almost 7%. And more importantly, over a third of all sales, 34%, end up closing for a price that's completely outside of their own Zestimate range. You're not bashing them, you're just educating the seller on how the tool actually works. So, what's the actual result of taking this pro data-first approach? Well, it's pretty significant. And here it is. This is the payoff for your business. Agents who proactively take this approach and contextualize the Zestimate report, 41% fewer pricing objections during the listing appointment. I mean, just think about that. Almost half of the arguments about price just evaporate, all because you reframed the conversation right from the get-go.
At the end of the day, this strategy is so effective because you let the data do all the heavy lifting. You're no longer the bad guy delivering bad news. You are the expert guide, the one who can interpret all the data, including the Zestimate, to help them land on the smartest possible price for their home.
So really, it all boils down to this one simple choice. One path creates defensiveness and kills trust. The other builds your authority and, frankly, wins you the listing. Which expert are you going to be?
Now, if you want to make this expert approach just a seamless, automatic part of every single presentation you give, a tool called CMAflow actually bakes this Zestimate context into every report it generates. It basically lets the data do the talking for you. You can check it out at cmaflow.ai. We've dropped the link in the description for you.